Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Give me 1 second. I hear my echo, so let me check that out. All right. Looks like we are good. So, namaskar, adab, sat sri akal, a very warm welcome once again, everyone. This is episode 2 of the Austin Local Business Podcast. Even though I love to call it the Local Business Podcast, so that we could showcase all the businesses, anybody who wants their services to be showcased on this platform around the world. So, with that, it's my pleasure to have Anjalli here, who you see on the screen. I've known her for a very long time. She is based out of Bay Area, San Francisco, and we've done some sessions in the past as well on various topics. But today, I wanted to have her on this show as a business owner as well as a spiritual guide who would be telling us a little bit about numerology. The idea is to give you a feel of uh, give me 1 second. I still see there's some echo. So, okay, let me try doing this. Okay, let's see if it is coming from Anjali's side. Maybe the screen is open. All right. So, once again, so the reason she's here is, of course, I would love each one of you to get in touch with her if you have any kind of questions, issues going on in your life. Uh, Based out of numerology, astrology, or stars, or numbers, which we are going to talk about today on this session as well. So, with that, welcome, Anjali, once again to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Varun. It's a pleasure to be with you again. And share my knowledge, my information. I have been doing that. I still remember when I started my journey in US, my first show was with you, and I'm so glad to be again with you, Varun.
Yes, and this will continue on and on because we'll be doing a longer version of the show where she kind of takes one question. But today, on this particular platform, on this particular podcast, we want to focus on numerology. We want to focus on what these numbers mean. Sometimes, not sometimes, a lot of times, especially in every household, there is someone who would look at, okay, what is your lucky number, or what is the the combination of your date of birth or your name or whatever that forms one single number. And then there is a vast amount of knowledge around those numbers. What will happen, what could happen, and what not. And especially our parents, they're constantly, who are a lot inclined towards numerology, they keep on checking every single day, week, month, how's the future gonna be. So again, I always get confused, so I would let the expert tell me as well, and bring a little bit of shed a little bit of light on it. What is this numerology? What do these numbers mean to each one of us? Anjali, please.
Sure. See, Varun, I mean, I'll keep it very simple so that, even the common man understand what we're talking about. So, numerology is all about identifying yourself, okay, your life patterns, your strength, your weakness, and kind of what you're meant to do, okay, in this life through numbers. Now, why through numbers? Because our date of birth, which is a constant factor here, which will never change no matter what you do. Even the planet keeps on changing. There are so many transit that happens, but date of birth will never change. So that means God has blessed you with certain gifts, with certain weakness also. So numerology is all about creating an awareness around it so that you can grasp that gift, use it to the best, and give it to the world.
Got it. And thank you for that basic or simple explanation. And since I think we talked about this, I really want to make it a short, crisp version of the podcast. I would love for you to get into this and tell us, how do I know, or when you mention about the date of birth, right? Is it just by the date of my birth, add those numbers and form one number, and then let's continue and listen to what 1 to 9 signify, or what to look at.
Yep, surely. So, one today we are going to kind of deal with two types of numbers. One is your birth number. Let's say if you're born on 9th of any month, okay, or let's say you're born on 10th of any month. which sums up to 1. So any date of birth, Varun, that has to fall between 1 to 9. There is no other way we are going beyond it. Even if it's a compound digit, even if it's 28, even if it is 15, you always have to sum up and come to a single digit. 15 will come to 6, 27 will come to 9, 26 will come to 8. So that's how you calculate your birth numbers. And the second form is you add up your complete date of birth. Okay. So let's say I'm born on 13/10/1984. So I'll add up everything 13/10/1984. And what's the number coming there? That's called your destiny number. So when today I'll be talking about the numbers from 1 to 9, we are covering both the birth numbers and the destiny numbers. What is the purpose of your life? What is the strength and weakness in your life? Okay.
Perfect.
So
That's correct.
I'll be starting with number one, Varun. Okay.
Sure.
Number one, that's ruled by the planet Sun. Okay. And all of you who are listening here, please try to associate this logically. I don't, want you to mug up anything or, just hear it out because I'm saying what is sun? Sun is all about sunshine. Sun is all about conquering the world, new beginnings. So that's how number one people are going to be. Leaders, okay? They are here to make changes. They are here to provide their shine, their gift to the entire world. Now, tell me, can we have lot many suns here? No. Okay. At one place, only one person can shine. So what means that they will be authoritative. Okay, they will be egoistic because they know that they possess certain gifts here which no other person has. They cannot take orders, very disciplined. Will the sun keep on changing their time while rising? No, it will not gonna do that. These people are also very disciplined. If you give them any work, they ensure that it's completed on time. However, with that comes a lot of ego, a lot of proudness, also a lot of show off. Okay, because they feel that no one is better than us. I'm the only one, I'm the king. So number one is more about sun, king, shining. If they use their qualities in a proper way, trust me, they can rise and shine like anything. Okay, but again, as the sunshine looks very nice till 12 p.m. and then it gets harsh. So you have to ensure that your sunshine is not getting harsh. That's very important for number one people.
Got it. Sunshine and Texas, it could be very, very harsh. But
Yes.
I really like the thing that you said. Number one, uh, kind of, I know a couple of them, and I can resonate here. That how they could be really bright and shiny, but at the same time, there's a very thin line between being, bright and shining and getting egoistic. But I think you're spot on. I think I can resonate with that. So that was number one. Again, guys, I'm gonna repeat. What she's doing, what Anjali is doing right now is not just adding your date of birth. So in my case, for example, 27th is my date of birth. So 2 plus 7 is 9. Yes, she's talking about that 9. But also what she's doing is she's doing the whole year of birth and month. You add all the numbers. The number that forms, that could also be the number. So she's talking and taking care of both right now. So this was number one. Let's move to number two.
Number two. Number two is the number which is ruled by the planet Moon. Again, we will go in a very logical way. We are going to associate number two with the qualities of Moon. Okay. How is Moon? Very charming, very beautiful, at the same time, very subtle. It's a motherly number. They are there to provide you support. They are there to provide you the care that you need. And yet at the same time, they're not expecting anything back. Okay, so number two is a very, very beautiful number, very tender number. They are someone who will be always there. How do you resonate with a mother? Does she, kind of keeps on asking the credit every time? No, that I did this for my kids, I did that for my kid. No, she's just running the show in the background. That's what number two people are, running the show in the background. However, for all the number two people, I would highly suggest that because of running the show attitude, do not become a doormat. Okay, do not allow people to cross their lines and kind of use you also. You are there to provide, that protection, that warmth, that care, but take care of yourself also. Do not allow others to just take you for granted and you just keep giving. Also remember, number two people, because you are givers, you can be very moody. Okay. So you have to take care of your mood swings. Much of it is linked because you don't get your due credit. So ensure that you're asking where you're not getting. Definitely give because that is your basic nature, but do ensure that you get the due credit also to avoid any frustrations in your life.
All right, that's a key word, guys. Don't be a doormat. That she said. So, uh, hello, Rudra. So, how to calculate this number? Yes, we have talked about it. It's good that people are joining in now. I'm gonna repeat. So, the way this number is being calculated is either your date of birth. So, for example, if you are born on 27th of any month, you do 2 plus 7. That's 9. That's the number. Also, this number could be combination of the entire date of birth, which is 27. Say you're born in January, so 22 plus 7 plus 1 plus the year of birth, which is could be 1981, 1982. So you add all the numbers. So the whole if you sum all the numbers, the single digit that comes in, it will always be between 1 and 9. I remember last time I was speaking to her, I said 0 to 9, and then I wondered why did I even say 0. So it is going to be between 1 to 9. So that's how you identify your number, and that's what she's covering today, which is how that number would influence and your life, your professional, your personal life, and anything that you do. So we just finished off with number two. We're gonna move to number three now.
Yes. Number three, a very, very beautiful, a very wise number, ruled by the planet Jupiter. We also call it Guru. Okay, so number three people will have all the qualities of Guru. They are knowledge seekers. They love gaining knowledge from everywhere and anywhere. Beautifully blessed. I mean, it's like you are a very wise person, a very they have a lot of stability in their life. There's no rush in their life. They want a good life, yet at the same time they're not too materialistic, they're not too ambitious, yet they want to grow. So a very beautiful combination of one and two is what I see in three, a mixture kind of where they have this thing where they want to provide the world, they want to grow, yet like a mother they want to keep it very peaceful. Okay, they are not going to get into the hardcore competitions, yet they will keep studying, they will keep growing themselves and make their presence felt. Very beautiful number again. I would just urge all the number three people, let's say if you're born on 3, 30, 21, okay, any of these birth dates, please don't let your energies to be too scattered. You are knowledgeable, you love to grasp the concept of too many people, and then you would not be applying it, like let's say anywhere, because you're lost. You're probably learning chess, you're probably learning soccer, you're good in maths olympiad, you're good in science olympiad, but then there is no direction, there is no single direction. You have to fix it. Okay, this is the one thing. Let's say science olympiad is my goal, I'm going to give it everything. I'm not going to let my energies get scattered. Okay, so I just feel if you can be productive in one or two field, you will grow. Otherwise, it's more like, you're there everywhere and you're not there anywhere, excelling nowhere. Okay, so number three, people, be mindful about your energies.
That's great. I know a lot of number three for sure, and I hope they listen. If you're not tuned in right now, you should definitely share this with your friends, with your family members, so that each of these numbers that Anjali is talking about, people definitely would be able to resonate, will able to be connect, as to how this kind of impacts their personal and professional life. All right, we're going to move to number four now.
Yep. Number four, my personal favorite. So anyone born on 4, 13, 22nd, 31st. Okay. And even if your date of birth sums up to this number, that's when number four comes into the picture. It's ruled by the planet Rahu. Now, Rahu is a planet of illusion. Okay. Rahu just have the upper body. It doesn't have a lower body. So what happens with number four people? They lack stability. Okay. Yet they have such a amazing willpower, Varun. they can just conquer everything in their life, whatever they set their heart on. Now, as I said, they don't have legs. Okay. So they don't know where should I be stable. Okay, so all the number four people, I would highly recommend you guys to have a mentor in your life. Okay, wherever I set you up, I know you're going to conquer the world, you're going to rise and shine. Number four has similar qualities as number one. Okay, so they have this leadership thing, they are very disciplined. One of the most hardworking people, they are workaholics. Okay, they are literally workaholics. They can ignore their family, they can ignore their kids just to give their best at the work. But again, that is not recommended definitely to number four people. I would really want you to create a balance between your work and family life. At the same time, have a mentor. Let someone guide you that yes, this is where you should be putting your heart and soul, and then I know you can conquer the world. Again, with number four people, I very strongly feel they are very good planners. So any field related, where you can plan things, where you can kind of organize, execute, works beautiful for them. The problem with number four people is if they are not in a field which they like, they would not continue that work. Number one, two, and three can still continue because of financial needs or because they know that, yes, I'm meant to work. Number four people will not do it. So be very mindful before choosing what you're doing because your work is going to be your life.
All right. That's a really good message. And, I see a lot of people join. So, guys, again, we are covering numerology today based on your number, your lucky number, or your date of birth combined together, or your just the date of birth, or the entire, you know, date of birth plus the month plus the year. And I see people joining on Instagram as well now. So, guys, we are in conversation with Anjalli Agrawal from the Spiritual Creation. In case you want to connect with her after the podcast, you can definitely do that. We'll share all the details, but you can always go to her website, which is www.thespiritualcreation.com, and you'll be able to find her details. She's an award winning astrologer, numerologist, tarot card reader. You should definitely get in touch with her. All right, let's go to next number, number five.
Yes, number five, Varun. Now, this number is a balancing number. If you'll see between the placements from one to nine, this comes in the middle. Okay, so this is a very beautiful, subtle balancing number, a highly recommended number, which everyone should have in their life in some of the other forms. Probably in our another sessions, we will talk about it, how to get the missing numbers in your life. But yes, right now, if I'll focus on number five, this is a number which balances your life. These people are very balanced, very joyful, very joyful. They just feel that it's a prince number ruled by Mercury. Very good communicators. They want everything in their life. They are intelligent, so they want good work. They are very good with finances. The only problem with number five people, because they are naturally blessed, they would again take it very lightly. Okay, TK, this is there for me. Why do I need to work hard? It's fine, we'll see it tomorrow. Why do I need to invest? So very, very carefree. They love traveling. They just love traveling, so they would spend most of their money in traveling. Okay, I really want number five people to be focused, because again, they would be intelligent, they have a very good memory, very good in mathematics also. You are so blessed, you are such a balanced number. Please use your gifts wisely. Do not have this laid back attitude, or I can also call this lazy attitude, just because things comes easily to you. You can do so well, especially in financial side, in investment side, investment bankings. You're so good with numbers. Please use your gift, share your gift with the world, so that we can create more beautiful, structure to this world. Number five people, you need to buck up. You need to use your gifts wisely.
And if you have abundance of those gifts, please share the gifts with us as well. So, especially since you're good in finances, That's my personal ask for it. Anyways, I'm gonna take this comment, and Sydney Emmanuel, based on the date of birth that you've put in, I just did the calculations. It comes to number 9. So the when you're hearing, we are still not on number 9. So once Anjali is on 9, you'll know what it all stands for. But basically, you just add up all the digits together, and the single digit that comes in is your number. And one question, which is by Rudraba, but going by this mathematics, we only have 9 groups. How likely is that the two different people with the same number will have similar outcomes and/or persona? What is the science behind the same? Anything you want to say, Anjali?
Yes, yes, for sure, Varun. Rudra, so what happens here is, now let's say I am 13 born and Varun is, let's say, fourth born. Okay. And let's say you are 22nd born. All of this comes up to 4, but this 4 is coming from different numbers. For me, it's coming from 1, 3. For Varun, it's coming from a single digit 4. And for you, it's coming from 22nd of 4. So these numbers, okay, though we belong to the same family, okay, we are, let's say, siblings, yet we are coming from different origins, okay, 1, 3, 4, 22nd. So this itself will bring a lot of change the way number 4 people act. Secondly, what happens is when you see a date of birth, for example, minus 13/10/1984, I have certain numbers here. Let's say Varun has a date 4th October 1987. Okay, now for him, the so what do you have to see in your date of birth? Which numbers are present, which numbers are not there. That's what will make you different from the other person. Third thing, and the most important thing, even if you're born on the same date of birth, your name number, that plays a very crucial factor here. Your name number would be definitely different from, even if you're born, you're sharing the same date of birth with someone. That's going to add up some numbers. Then there is house number, there is mobile number. There's a lot of, places where number adds up in your life. But if you ask me, name number is something which is the game changer here. So if that is something which aligns with your date of birth, or which is, a balanced number, that's when you see people with the same date of birth rising highly. And that's what differentiate them with everyone born on the same date of birth. I hope this helps.
Absolutely. All right. Again, like I said, for any other further questions, any more clarifications, or a deep dive into your future, you can always get in touch with Anjali. You have the website on the screen, thespiritualcreation.com, and we'll share the details at the very end of the podcast as well. All right, let's move to the next number, 6.
Number 6, yes. So, like I was talking about number 5, they are prince. Number 6, I would want to call them like a princess, okay, ruled by Venus. Venus is the planet of luxury, comfort, beauty. Okay, again, 5 and 6 is something everyone should have in their life in some or the other way. It can be through your flat number, through mobile number, through card number. There are many ways. But yes, number 6 is the planet of comfort, luxury, beauty. So, how would be number 6 people? They would want these attributes in their life. They want comfort, they want luxury. They cannot have things, let's say, which are not branded, which are not at high end. So, what happened with these people? I cannot expect a lot of physical work from them. Okay, they would not want to slog themselves. Like number 4 people, they would love to slog. They are workaholics, they can work 24 by 7. I cannot expect that from number 6. And this is where Varun numerology comes into the picture. When I talk to my clients, I know how they are designed. Okay, so I plan the action for them in that way. 10 people are running marathon. I know number 1 to 9 how their attitude will be, and that's how we plan their action. So for number 6 people, if I put them into the factory work, they would run away in 2 days. They would be like, I cannot do a lot of physical work. But yes, if you just make them as a manager where they sit and supervise everyone, they would do beautiful in their work. They are again, they kind of have a similar attributes like number 2, which is moon. They are quite caring, but again, they have the self love also. Number two are selfless givers. Number six are not selfless givers. They would care for you, but at the same time, they would be dominating. They will be quite possessive for you. And that's really very, it gets very negative for them because they can get overpowering on you. They would be like, if I'm doing this for you, I expect this from you. So that is where I feel number six people really needs to draw a line. Give only, till the time you want to give without really setting up an expectations, because it's very difficult for other people to match your expectations at the same time to give you on the same level. You're kind of, again blessed with that richness. Even if you're not rich, trust me, you would still appear it that way. You would be spendthrift there. You would want comfort, luxury. Not every people will have that attitude, and then that puts you down and you would be aloof to them, or you would be always in this complain mode that, yeah, why he's not doing this to me, why he's not giving that expensive gifts to me. Please, your expectation bar really needs to come down for all the number six people.
All right, that's good to know. And I'm sure people who have number six as their core number will kind of resonate with this as well. And like I said, and I've been saying it the entire podcast. Please make sure you know what number is your lucky number or your name number is. All you have to do is combine your date of birth and that number. So, yes, Sydney, it will come to number nine for you. We will talk about that. I'm sure Atili is going to come to number nine. And that's my number as well. So I'm really waiting for that myself. All right, let's move to the next one.
Yeah, number seven. Again, this is highly intelligent number, highly intuitive number, at the same time, highly sarcastic number. So they are someone, I call them as researchers. They are ruled by the planet Ketu here. Okay. And if there has been something which has been brought up in the world, let's say coronavirus, okay, this was something which came up in the world. So number seven is someone who will research deep, and I'm still sure number seven people must be still researching to get at that level, that why this came and what are the best ways we can eliminate that. So number seven people are very good scientists, so you can understand the level of research they put in their work. Highly intuitive, yet they ignore their intuition. I really want to tell to every number seven people, if you feel something very strongly, please don't ignore that, because that is one of the way for you to grow in your life. They are, the first half of number seven people, generally they have struggles because they have difficulty in understanding what they are doing and why they are doing. But yes, second half, we have seen them rising and shining like anything. Since they face quite a lot hardships in the first half, they kind of become cynical. Their language, their communication becomes, as I said, sarcastic. Okay, so that is something I really want number seven people to overcome. They are very selective when it comes to communicating with people. They have this inner pride. They know that no one can match our vibes. Can get very aloof. Again, for number seven people, highly advisable, do not cut off yourself from the world. This can lead you to depression. I know you cannot mingle a lot, but at least have a selective group where you open up emotionally, and that would take care of you. Self-reliant people, really loyal, you can rely on them. But yet, yes, just refrain from being aloof is what I would say to number seven people.
Great. Thank you. And Eva, thank you for joining. I know you joined in the middle of the session, and I'm going to give it another shot. Basically, you have to combine all the numbers, and I will put that as an example as well in the chat. So, say for example, you're born on January 1, 1981, then you need to add 1 for 1st January. January is the first month, so 1 plus 1 plus 1981. So you add 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 1. So that becomes 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 plus 9 is it 12? Yeah, 12 plus 8 is 20, 21. So 21. So that means 2 plus 1 is 3. So 3 becomes your number. So just add. No, that's absolutely fine. That's okay. Since you're joining in right now, the point is you need to know what your number is, and then based on that, Anjali is kind of telling you who you are and what you can do. And for any more deep dive, you can always reach out to her on thespiritualcreation.com and we'll share the details. All right, let's move on to the next number.
Number 8 is where we are, ruled by my favorite planet, Saturn. Saturn is like we call Lord Shani Dev. Okay, so he is a slow planet. All the number 8 people will feel that the progression in their life is going slowly, or they, there are a lot of delays in their life. So basically, in numerology, we don't consider number 8 and 4 to be great numbers. As in, when I say great numbers, they are heavy numbers. Okay, there is quite a lot of obstacles and delays that they have to face to grow in their life, especially for number 8. Again, for number 8 people, I would say they are highly ambitious. Okay, they are very, very materialistic. They are very financial. They want a lot of money in their life, which is fine. But then again, Lord Shani is gonna literally test you. So please don't give up on the goals that you have. Many a times you're almost there, and then you feel that I'm losing out on my patience. This is not gonna work out. So no, number 8 people, do remember that certain things are going to take time in your life, but then yes, when it's going to come in your life, it's going to stay forever and ever, and it's going to be very grand. Okay, you're not going to be blessed with smaller things in the life. So just keep working towards your goal. You're very studious, you're highly hardworking. I would also say you don't have a choice, you have to work hard, because that's what Lord Shani wants you to do. So stick to that thing. If you're not going to do that willingly, trust me, universe is going to make you work hard. So buck up your seat. And for number 8 people, I would highly advise, don't be too greedy. Okay, I mean, don't be too money minded. I really feel that if you can have a balance. So how is number 8 made? We have two circles. Okay, there. The upper one is where it is asking you to be spiritual. Okay, and the lower circle, that is asking you to be materialistic. So if the circles are, when you make 8, it should be ideally, upper half and lower half should be similar, kind of. I would not expect that it has to be on the same size, but if you can manage, if you can balance that spirituality with your materialistic needs, that is what is going to take you high in your life. So don't ignore spirituality in your life, to all the number 8 people.
Wonderful. So, guys, this is a new perspective that I just heard. Number 8 formed by two circles, and how greed could overpower, or your wish for more money, which of course is very, very common right now. Everybody wants to have a good life, but you need to maintain a balance. So, thanks for that, Anjali. And with that, we come to the last number, and after that, we're going to share the details so that in case you have more follow up questions, you can always reach out to Anjali offline. You can definitely go to her website as well. All right, let's listen to number 9, my number as well.
Yes, and that's my number also, Varun. So yeah, number 9 is, I call it Hanumanji ka number. Okay, it is ruled by the planet Mars, highly energetic. How is Hanumanji? You just have to resonate all the number 9 people with that. Very dedicated to a cause, to a person, anything that they take up. They can dedicate their life, their life can revolve around a cause or to bring a change in the society. They are like Mother Teresa's, I can call them like that, where they would keep serving the society in some or the other form. Every number 9 people, trust me, Varun, you will see they are doing something for the society, where they are doing it selflessly. Okay, they are not charging. It's more like, we also call it as a NGO number. Okay, so, and that's what I will tell every number 9 people, that you should be serving the society. That is what is going to bring you blessings in your life. Again, number 9 people has a lot of energy in their body, in their mind. Mentally, they're very stimulated. Now we have to channelize this energy in a proper way. Fitness or doing exercise is highly, highly recommended to number 9 people, because you need to, dispose that physical energy. At least mentally you can take care, I know, but that physical energy also needs to be disposed. If you cannot dispose that, then you will be short tempered. Okay, the you would just get too irritated easily, because you are like, I'm bursting with energy, or if something is not working out, it would just come out through your body. So I would highly recommend all the number 9 people, even if you're doing for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, do some high intensity exercise. Yoga and all is fine, but that is something that should be a cool down for number 9 people and not as the main exercise. I would definitely recommend doing exercises, doing some or the other work for the society. If you don't do that, trust me, no matter where you are, I mean, obviously I'm not asking you to just do NGO work. You can be, you can be serving in some MNCs, you can be doing wonderful in your work, but this is something number 9 people cannot escape. Third and very strong advice to all the number 9 people: refrain from gossip. Okay, that is something which can literally bring downfall for you. Because again, do remember, you are Hanumanji. Hanumanji was not meant to spread, hatred or talking ill about other people. He was just there to help other people. That's the sole purpose of your life. Be like Hanumanji and he will take care of you. That's for number 9.
Very nice. Not only me, I saw on Instagram, Pavi's connected and she said that was her number. And that resonates so much. Service is my core value, is what she says. And on when you mentioned about the exercise, she says, I started strength training and it's really helping me close that energy. So absolutely. Very well said. I'm going through the same frustration. Thanks, Varun. Yeah, Sydney. I think that's the beauty of these numbers. And to Rudra's question, right, which he asked earlier, I think that was a fantastic question because that also made me also understand how coming from different origins, from different dates, how we are kind of still connected. And I think Anjali used the word as siblings. So yes, we could be of the same number. We are siblings in that form, but it also depends on our source of origin, whether I come from 13 comes from 1 and 2, or it comes from 13. It's I mean, different ways, whatever. Due to Okay, and maybe I'll take this question, but since we are at the end of the podcast, she's asking, do you recommend practicing Hanumanji mantra on a regular basis? I would.
Definitely. Reading Hanuman Chalisa, we will keep it very simple. Reading Hanuman Chalisa every day, or if you practice any Hanumanji mantra, is highly recommended for all the number 9 people.
I'm number 4. She's almost right about it. Cool, cool.
Thank you.
Getting real time feedback is always important, guys. So what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna speak a little out of line here, but I think I will definitely have Anjali back again. We'll do a more lengthier version of this, where we talk about different aspects, different things, and I'm gonna make sure that your question, one question, definitely gets answered because every time we do this. Of course, everybody wants to have a detailed discussion. For a detailed discussion, you can always reach out to Anjali directly. You don't have to wait for this show or this session or a podcast. You can go to her website, thespiritualcreation.com. On her website, I was looking at her website as well. On the bottom, you have her details, which is her email address. So sometimes people just want to communicate through email. Um, then it also has her number, so you can always text her, WhatsApp, or whatever. You can reach out to her through the number. And there are social media handles that are already on your screen: Anjali A. Agrawal, which is on Facebook, and Anjali underscore Agrawal on Instagram. You can always connect. You can always go to her page, and then you could DM her and then set up some time for a follow up session. I will let her definitely end this, but one question again, or a comment. Next time, please do cover about the name number if possible. So I'll let her answer that question and also wrap up this particular podcast as well.
We
Go-
can definitely cover the name numbers, but I would say that's going to be a very lengthier session because the name numbers can literally go till 108,
Oh,
depending
wow.
upon the number of alphabets are being used in your name. So, again, to keep it very short and, easy for everyone, if you can calculate your name number, do refer to Chaldean calendar, okay, on Google, and every alphabet has a number associated with it. Just come to a single digit. What's coming, so that where your name number is at least vibrating. Is it coming to number one, two, three? So you know that my number is somewhere. My name number is, giving me those energies. So that itself will help you. But otherwise, doing the entire show on name number, I mean, it's gonna take us hours and hours. But yes, let's see.
We'll figure out. We'll make a series or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But before we end, once again, thank you so much, Anjali, for doing this. I highly recommend people to connect with her for any kind of questions, queries, even if you have issues in life, in professional life, personal life, you definitely need some kind of guidance. And she has been doing it for a very long time. Somebody I would highly recommend. Um, Even though this is personal, but I will still share it. I did share it with her yesterday. She did made kind of a prediction for me, and this was about a year and a half ago, or maybe around that time. uh, and that prediction actually came true as well. She gave a particular month that if a movement happens or if something happens for me, it will happen in a certain month. And then, I told her yesterday, it actually did happen uh, in the same month itself. And I'm pleasantly happy, surprised, as well as that gives me more confidence that what she's doing and what we are doing on this platform is actually not just making up stories or making up stuff. It's actually practical stuff that's happening in everyday life. So please make sure you connect with her offline. uh, all right, on that note, thank you once again, Anjali. Take care, and we will see you again on this podcast or on a lengthier version of the show very soon. Thank you.
For sure, Varun. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good
Bye
day. Bye bye.
bye.